Come and dance.
Nhyira,
Can I
thank
show you
you.
a dance?
Thank you. Thank you so much, DJ Emmanuel. Good evening, everyone. We are in the summit day 2. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm excited to see you all. Thank you so much for making time to join us. We hope we'll have more people joining us soon. But in the meantime, we will start because we don't want to waste a lot of time. When I opened the meeting, I saw one person was already on. That was like 30 minutes ago
We
and
good.
still on. So we don't want to keep people
We
like
good.
that waiting. So
We
we'll
good.
just go right ahead and start today's session. Okay, before we begin with today's session, yesterday, I believe most of us joined. And so I want to hear from you. What are some of the key takeaways you took out of yesterday's session? So that those who couldn't join yesterday, if we have some people like that here, can also benefit and just for us to refresh our memories. Yesterday we looked at 2 sessions, and one was on self-awareness presented by Mami Sewa, and then the other was on networking for career success by Odilia Ofori. There was a lot of nuggets, a lot of insight the two presenters shared with us. I also shared a little something about leveling up. Okay, what it means, what what it's about, and I think I was left with taking you through how you can level up. So that's what I'll be doing shortly. But before then, let me hear from you. How was yesterday's session? What did you take out? What was one thing? And yesterday, before we started the session, I also gave you 3 things you need to do when you get into rooms like this, learning platforms like this. 3 things. Who can remember them? If you can remember, put it in the chat box. 3 things that you was it 3 or 4? I think 4. 4 things that you need to do when you get into rooms like this. Let me start recording before I forget.
Recording in progress.
Okay, so I'm checking the chat box. If you also want to unmute yourself and share with me, I think it was 4 things. When we get into rooms like this, what are we supposed to do? I shared 4 things. Who remembers? Nobody? No one? Okay, I see Charity saying yesterday was educative. Great. Okay, let me just refresh your memory. I just hope you haven't forgotten. It's just that let me just assume that you don't want to talk or you are not ready to type in the chat box. But it's interesting. At least let me get 1 out of the 4 from somebody. So when you get into rooms like this to learn, you have to first have an open mind. Okay, so I talked about open mind. Who remembers? And then I also said that you need to, through the presentations, to what is shared, what you can do is also consider some of the things that you have to stop doing as a result of the new information that you've received. What are some of the things that you have to stop doing? And then the third one is, what do you need to start doing? What do you need to start doing based on the new information you've had? And I'm trying to see if somebody is okay. So somebody's already sharing what they learned from yesterday's session. And then the last one was, what do you need to research further on? Okay, maybe you heard something that you want to research further so that you can gather more information about whatever you heard. Okay, so those are the 4 things. First of all, come with an open mind to learn. Okay, some of the things that will be shared here, some of you have heard it several times, but the thing is, when you heard it, what did you do with it? And even if you've heard it several times, it's a reminder for you to take action on them. And if you're already taking action on them, it's a reminder for you to keep doing what you are doing. Okay, and then from whatever will be shared, Ima. Okay, I think I need to make you a co-host so that you can help me with the open mics. Okay, just a second. Okay. Yes. So then from whatever you information you get to know what you need to stop doing, what you need to start doing, and then what you need to refresh on. Okay. Okay. Some people have started sharing what they learned from yesterday. Somebody says, that is Sharon says it was very educative and insightful. Emilia says your brand must be authentic, which comes from through self discovery. Okay, so that was on from the session on self awareness and career success. Okay, so Charity got one, what to research on, and then the session yesterday was insightful. Insightful, what did you take out? Don't leave it big, like fine. We all know yesterday's session was educative and insightful. But what is one thing that you took out? Were you all paying attention? What was one thing that you took out? Or what are you going to stop doing as a result of what you heard yesterday? What are you going to start doing as a result of what you heard yesterday? And then what are you going to start doing as a result of what you heard yesterday? Um, Ima, give us play the music for the next 2 minutes and let's see if I can get some answers coming in. Okay. Okay, so let me read out some of the submissions. Okay, now they are coming in. Wonderful. Okay, so Messi is saying, under personal networking, I took out extra work, what I'm going to start doing. Okay, Charity says to take contacts of high profile personalities when we meet them in the course of our careers. Very true. Sometimes we meet these personalities and we feel intimidated to take their contacts, and sometimes probably the person has not gotten to a very high level, but the person is on his or her way. If you don't start associating yourself with the person, trying to get to know the person before he occupies that high position, now it becomes a bit difficult getting closer to him. So it's very important that as we meet these important personalities, we try as much as possible to get closer to them, get to know them, for them to get to know us. What is important is for them to know us. Because if you don't know them and they don't know you well, when you call on them, they will not mind you. And VIP Rebecca says, do not wait for your company to take you to training program, but see how best to improve yourself. And Lily says, I'm going to stop hiding myself and open up in order to sell myself. Fantastic. Boss Alo says, self identity is key to excel in career. Networking brings more opportunity. Fantastic. Gloria says, I learned I can make myself valuable by adding value to myself with market demand skills. Fantastic. And then Sharon says, as an introvert, I learned to be more open for career success. I also took from the session that I will need to work on my communication, and I'll be looking into Toastmasters like Rebecca said. Fantastic, Sharon. You are welcome to join us. Toastmasters is a great platform to learn public, public speaking and leadership skills. Okay. All right. So let's dive into today's session. I'm going to share what I have for you. Yesterday, I was supposed to complete my session. I couldn't. So I'll quickly do that and then we'll allow our first speaker to begin the session. I'm hoping to do this in less than 10 minutes. Okay. So let me share my screen quickly. So yesterday we began with the what leveling up was all about. And when we did the Mentimeter exercise, we realized that the outstanding words were growth, expansion, and advancement. Okay, and said in my presentation that leveling up means gaining relevance. It also means growing beyond your boundaries, and it also means proactively moving forward in your career. I'm not going to dwell too much on it because yesterday I gave all the explanation, and we also looked at why level up. Why was it essential? Why is it important? Why don't we just stay in our comfort zone, do the things that we are already doing? Why do we need to strive to move forward, to move to the next level? And the reasons are these three: diminishing job security. Security is vanishing. It's not as it used to be. Now you can't really count on your job. Anything can happen and you may get fired or you may be made redundant. And then we also look at one reason is that there's drastic market competition. Now the job market has become very, very competitive, and so you have to stand out. You have to differentiate yourself. And then the third one was declaring career template. Yes, we used to have the traditional method of you going to school, getting a good grade, and getting a good job, and then you wait for your retirement. But you can go to school, get a good grade, and not get a job. You can get a job, and the job you may not be able to keep it till you go on retirement. Now we also looked at what stopped us. Why don't we level up? And we looked at things like limits, lack, so limiting belief, the lack. We looked at things like what we believe we don't have, okay, and then the labels that we've also put us in on ourselves, that we don't have these skills, we don't have this ability, I'm not this type, I'm introvert, I can't do this, I can't do that. So because of that, we fail to take advantage of opportunities that comes our way. And then there are also lies that we tell ourselves, okay, which stops us. If you couldn't join the session, the recordings are available for you to rewatch. Now we are looking at how can we level up. How can we level up? So that's what I'm going to dive into right now. Now, if we want to level up, we want to advance in our careers, we want to move to the next level, we have to first begin with clarity. We need to be clear on exactly what we want. If you don't know where you are going, any road will lead you there. So we have to first of all be clear on what exactly we are looking for. Are you looking for a promotion? Are you looking to change jobs? Are you looking to start your own business? Are you looking at occupying a leadership position? What do you want? Once you are clear, then you'll be able to set relevant goals that can take you from where you are to where you want to be. So it starts with being clear. Most of us are not clear about what we want. We are looking at having higher salaries. We want to occupy a leadership role, but it is not really clear. We have to be clear on what we want so that we can take the necessary steps to make what I call our career vision a reality. And then the next thing is that we also need competence. So for every step that we want to take, for every level that we want to advance to, there are some skills that we need to build. There are some competencies that we need to have to be able to reach that level. Even if it's your own business that you want to start, there are some skills that you need to build, because it doesn't, becoming an entrepreneur, becoming a business owner doesn't come cheap. It requires a lot. It requires a lot. And so you need to build those skills. You need to have those competencies. And then based on the requirements of whatever you want to achieve, okay, now you set your goals around that and then take steps to achieve those goals. And as you become clear, as you gain the competence, you gain the necessary skills, the necessary experience to get to the level you are desiring, it makes it easier for you to move from where you are to where you want to go. And then the second thing is confidence. Okay. Sometimes we have the clarity, we know what we want, we have the competence, we have the skills, we have the experience. What we lack is confidence. I remember one time my mentor sharing with me his story. He said that at a point in his organization, they wanted to make him the managing director. At that time, his managing director, whom he was assisting, had resigned, and they thought he was the best person. The management board called him into a meeting, and then gave him that role. They proposed that role to him. He had the skills, okay, and it is his desire to occupy that managerial role. Of course, he's been working with his manager for some time, so he knows the ins and outs of the business, but he lacked confidence. And so when they gave him the opportunity, he declined. He thought he was not prepared enough. He was not ready for the role. And so they gave the role to somebody else. And he still remained an assistant manager. What was interesting was that when this new person came, the person has not been in the organization. He came from outside, into the organization. He realized that he was basically doing all the work, because this person was completely new, didn't know anything. And because he was assisting him, he ended up doing all the work. So something happened, and this new manager had to resign. And then the board came back to him again and asked him if he wanted to occupy the position. And at the time when he refused and he realized that he was the one actually doing all the work, he regretted for not taking that offer when it was initially given to him. So this time around, when they came to him, he quickly accepted it, because he realized that, oh, he has the competence, he has the skills, the right skills, the experience to be able to do the work. Because of course, even when the new manager came, he was virtually doing the work. So sometimes, because of lack of confidence, we are not able to move up. We feel that we don't believe so much in what we have, and so when opportunities comes our way, we decide to turn it down. So having confidence is really, really important. And then having confidence also helps you to network effectively. Okay, it helps you to be able to approach people who can open doors, and it also positions you for success. So the more competent you are, you see, the more confidence you also become. Okay. The more competent you are, the more skillful, the more experience you have in your industry, in your profession, the more confidence you have to be able to move up the career ladder. Okay. Now, I have here some steps you can use to achieve the career you want. So these are steps. I'm going to run through them quickly. The first of all is to set clear and specific goals. Okay. So identify the career path that you want to be on, and then set clear goals to be able to pursue. If it's the job, if it's the position, if it's the position that you the promotion that you are looking for, you set clear goals and then work towards them to make that a reality. Then you also need to develop the necessary skills. I talked about competence because it has to go hand in hand. If you are desiring something, you need to have the experience, you need to have the skills to be able to achieve that level of success. You also need to network and build relationship. Yesterday Odelia went into that, and we all saw the importance of networking and building relationship. You also need to get experience, okay, in the field. And then you also need to be persistent. It's not easy, it's not going to be easy. When you are trying to move forward, when you are trying to advance, there will be obstacles, challenges on your way, but you have to be very persistent. Then you have to be open to learning and growth. There's going to be a lot of learning that you need to do, because you are going into a new terrain, a new field, and it has its own demands that it places on you. So you need to gather the skills, the knowledge to be able to overcome some of the obstacles that will come your way. Then you need to also be proactive and take initiative. You don't have to sit down and wait for opportunities to come your way. You can even create those opportunities yourself. If you see that it will be good for your organizations to have a particular role and you think you can play that role, you can propose it to your management to see if they can consider it. And you don't, if it's about training, you don't wait for your organization to propose trainings to you. You can scout for them and suggest that you want to be on those trainings, recommend for them to pay for you if that is available. And if not, you just decide to fund the training yourself. So you need to be proactive and take initiative. So what this is what we've covered under leveling up. We looked at what leveling up is about, why leveling up is important. We looked at the how, and then the final thing that we looked at is steps to achieving the career you want. Okay, I will end here, I guess. Thank you very much. If you have any questions, any comments, you can leave it in the chat box. Let me view the Zoom room. Okay, any questions before we move to our next session on what I've shared with you on leveling up from yesterday and today? Any question? If there's something that was not clear, you can let me know. Okay. Okay, if you don't have any question, let me also know what you took out of my presentation. What did you take out? What was new? What do you need to start doing? What do you need to stop doing? And what do you need to research further on? What is one thing that you took out? I hope our next speaker is with us. Ishra, if you are with us, please say hello to me. I'm trying to find you.
Hello.
Hi, hi, wonderful, great, great, fantastic. Okay, good. Let me just introduce you and then you can take over. Second. Okay, so our next session is going to look at strategies for winning in the job markets, and it's going to be presented by Nhyira Premium. Nhyira is a seasoned educator, certified lecturer, author, and entrepreneur with a passion for mentoring the next generation of business leaders. Since 2013, he has been lecturing for the Association of Certified Chartered Accountants, ACCA UK, and the Institute of Chartered Accountants, ICAG Ghana. He's a prolific author, and Nhyira has published 19 books available globally on Amazon, showcasing his dedication to sharing knowledge and empowering leaders worldwide. I'm sure some of you know Nhyira already, but if you don't know Nhyira, then you are missing out a lot. There's so much wisdom, knowledge that he shares on his social media channels. The famous ones I know is on YouTube and then Facebook and then LinkedIn. I believe he's on TikTok as well. So, ladies and gentlemen, without much ado, let's welcome Nhyira Premium as he takes us through our next session. Nhyira, over to you.
All right, thank you very much for the introduction. Please just spotlight my video on the Zoom. So you can just spotlight my video on Zoom. Yeah, I think that is it. Okay, so thank you very much for the introduction, and thanks to everyone joining the stream today. Really excited having you, and we want to see what we can do. I believe that you've been studying and looking or grasping a lot of knowledge since the discussion yesterday and what is going to be going on today. I mean, you are getting the opportunity to get access to some information that some of us did not have to enable us to take our career to the next level as quickly as possible. But it's not too late, and we are going to be trying as much as possible in my presentation today to also help to add something to what we have been learning over yesterday and then today as well. Okay, yeah, so just spotlight my video and I'll be good in that regard. So let me go straight up into my presentation. There is nothing much I would have to say again about myself, okay? If you want to know about Nhyira Premium, please just go anywhere you find about me, okay? Because I want us to get into the discussion and then some other things will come up as we go generally into the discussion. So my presentation this evening is going to be covering winning in the job market, the key to excellence. Now, this is a very important thing because all of us want to take our life to the next level, become more successful, get our dream job, earn more salary, and have the best life. But the question we need to ask ourselves is, how do we actually achieve this? How do we really take this really to the next level? To start my presentation, I am going to introduce you to an African proverb. A cat that dreams of becoming a lion must lose its appetite for rats. A cat that dreams of becoming a lion must lose its appetite for rats. This simply means that to achieve greatness, you must let go of old habits that could hold you back or that could hold back your progress. The reason why this is important is because every day we receive knowledge, we receive wisdom, we read book, we get ourselves exposed to information, but we never change our habits, which is required for us to see progress and take our life to the next level. And so whatever your dream is, whatever your aspirations are, you have to understand, if you want to see progress, you want to achieve your goals, you want to achieve greatness, you have to let go of the old habits that are holding you back. This is important because I am going to challenge you tonight in my presentation. I am going to be on your neck a little and make you uncomfortable. But if you can let go of the old habit, of the old mindset, of the old way of doing things, I can guarantee you can start seeing significant progress in your career, in your life, and most importantly, make more money and live your best life. So again, a cat that dreams of becoming a lion must lose its appetite for rats. So the big question we ask ourselves is this: what does it mean to win in the job market? What do you think this is about? Any ideas? You can drop it in the chat for me. I'm pulling up the chat as well here to see some of the messages here. What does it mean to win? When we say somebody is winning in their career, somebody is winning in the job market, what does it look like? What does it mean? To you, what does winning mean? Like driving your dream car, living in your dream house, being the boss so that everybody reports to you? Or what exactly does winning mean or look like to you? In my opinion, there are 4 key things that we have to see when somebody is winning. And so to win, it means 4 things. Number 1, you are the benchmark. Number 2, you are indispensable. Number 3, you love what you do. Number 4, you are excellent at what you're doing. And I'm seeing some chats coming in, getting promotions and having the right networks. Great. Great. So what does it mean to win? 4 things that I'm going to be adding to what you have there: benchmark, indispensable, love, and excellence. Now, somebody is going to ask, Nhyira, what is love doing here? Yeah, love is everywhere. You don't know, right? You thought love is just somewhere. Now, love is also in your career if you want to really win. So what does it mean to be the benchmark? Number 1, it means to be respected, or to be a respected professional who seek the improvement of yourself and others. If somebody is winning in their career, somebody is winning in their job, it means that they are respected by people and they also seek to improve themselves. Continuous learning. That shows you are winning, because you would want to know more. You want to learn more. The more you are rising, the more you want to learn more, and you become the benchmark for people. And number 2, it means that people now look up to you irrespective of your age. We live in a society where people think that, oh, you need to be 40 years, 50 years, have gray hair, big tummy before you can become a mentor or people can look up to you. No. People who are winning in their career become people who others look up to. Now, this is about personal branding, and I'm going to get into that in a moment. Number 2, it means you are indispensable. How many of you really think if today your company is downsizing, you will be maintained by the company? It is a question you have to ask yourself every day, because it is a sign that you are winning in your job. So if today your company is downsizing, there is a problem and your company has to downsize, will they keep you or sack you? Winning in your job means you are indispensable. Now, what does that mean? It means you stand out and you join the elite class in your profession. The elite class. Yeah, there are lawyers, but there are lawyers. Yeah, there are teachers, but there are teachers. Yeah, there are accountants, but there are accountants. Yes, there are marketers, but there are marketers. Yes, there are data analysts, but there are data analysts. Indispensable. You join the elite class of your profession. And then number 2, it means your organization cannot ignore you because you are so important. That is what winning means. Again, if today your company is downsizing, can you put your hand on your chest and say, my company will not let me go because I am indispensable? Can you say you have joined the elite class of your profession, or you are on your way in that manner? That is what it means to win in the job market. Number 3, It means doing what you love. Listen to me. You see, one of the problems we have in our society today is that many people are doing job, living life, that they are losing their soul. Yes, you are winning. You are the CEO. Everybody is clapping for you. You are driving the most expensive car. But is that what you really want? So are you passionate about what you do? So winning means that you are passionate about what you are doing, which also means that it is not just about the money. It is your life. This is your life. So it's not just the money. Yeah, the money makes you pay for the bills, but beyond that, it is your life. This is not like a burden. Like you get up Monday morning and you're like, hey, whoa, hey, Radi Yesu Christo. Yeah, it means probably you are in the wrong job. It means you are in the wrong career. Because if you get up and you are passionate about your work, you love what you do, it's not just about the money, that is a sign that you are winning. So my question to you is this. When you get up Monday morning, how do you feel? Excited to go to the office, or you're like, oh my God, I wish I won't go to the office? How do you get your salary? Doing what you love. Then the last thing is, many people are losing their soul pursuing career. So winning in your job means you have not lost your soul. There are people who are in places of position, but they've lost their soul. They've lost their happiness. They've lost their joy. The job you are doing, the career that you want to advance yourself, the money that you want to make is so you can provide good things for your children, good things for your spouse, good things to your family people. But are you happy? Do you really get time to spend with them? Are you really living the dream that you have always wanted to live? Winning means doing what you love. And certainly it means you are an excellent person. So winning means you are an excellent person. What does that mean? It means you are exceptional at your job. Are you exceptional? It could be an indication that you are winning. Because you can only be exceptional if you love what you do. You can only be exceptional if you are passionate about it. You can only be exceptional if it doesn't feel like a burden. If it doesn't feel like, yeah, if I don't do this work, the salary will not be paid, then I can't pay for my luxury lifestyle. Are you exceptional at your job? Then to seek completion of the task, which means you are diligent. So not just you are exceptional, but you are diligent, making sure and seeking to it that the job is carried out. And you are a team player. So these are the 4 things that describe somebody winning in their job. Maybe you are not at your peak yet, and nobody is at your peak, because career is not a destination, it's a journey. So you are not there yet. But the question I want to ask you is this. Are you a benchmark? Are you setting a benchmark? Are you somebody who is indispensable? Are you somebody who loves really what you're doing? Are you passionate about it, or is just for the money? Are you somebody who is excellent? These are the signs that you are winning. So if these are the signs, the big question we then ask ourselves is, okay, so how do we get there? How do you become the benchmark? How do you become indispensable? How do you get to the point where you love what you're doing? How do you get to the point where you become really excellent at what you are doing? A couple of things I would want to share with you on this. The first one is you need to choose a career, not a job. A job is a task. A job is short term. A career is a destination. Sorry, it's a lifetime thing. Yes, you can be teaching, but you may not be in the career of teaching. You could be a marketer, but that is not your career. So you need to choose a career. Now, to choose career, this has been shared already, so I'm going to be just asking you a couple of questions. Number 1, what gives you a sense of purpose and satisfaction? What is it that gives you a sense of purpose or satisfaction? That could be an indicator for your career path. Because you see, the reason why many people are not happy on Monday morning when they get up is because they don't find any sense of purpose or satisfaction in what they are doing. So they see it as a job. They see it as a task. What gives you the sense of purpose and satisfaction? Number 2, what are your long-term goals? When all is said is and done, and you sit down, what are your long-term goals? In the long term, what do you see yourself doing generally? That is your long-term goal. So Alberta, Alma, Benita, like, what do you see yourself in the long term? When you sit down, imagine you are 70 years old. What would you want to be known for? That's your career, not your job. Number 3, what is your personality? Because sometimes introvert, extrovert guides on what really you got to do. And yes, if you're introvert, by all means, try to be an extrovert a little bit. If you're extrovert, you need to find a way to tone it down a little bit, because you need to have a balance of the two depending on where you are at. But that also gives you an indicator on what career you have to be. Just that some people abuse that. I remember when we were in high school, the general arts people, they talk plenty. If you go ahead and say, oh, I want to become a journalist, I'll be a politician. I don't know how many of them are politicians today, though. Okay? And they are talking because they feel they are extroverts and they need to talk. So you need to find out what is your personality type. That could be an indicator for you. Then the last thing there is, what does it take? Because listen, as I said, this is a journey. This is not a one-day job you finish and go. What will it take? The training, the education, the sacrifices. Are you willing to go on this journey? That is why I said earlier, there are doctors and there are doctors. There are teachers and there are teachers. There are marketers, there are marketers. There are journalists and there are journalists. What will it take for you to be in the elite class for this journey that you want to be on or you are on? That is your career. That's the first point. Because if you don't have a sense of purpose and satisfaction, it will be like you are carrying the world. So every day you will insult your boss, you will insult your company, you will insult everybody else for no reason. Because you don't have purpose and you don't have any sense of satisfaction. But that is the first point, choosing a career. Now, once we choose a career, we need to build a personal brand. You need to be mindful about this. Because to become a benchmark, to become indispensable, to become somebody that people will look up to and to be excellent, known for excellence, you need to have a personal brand. But please, when I talk about personal branding, I'm not talking about the photo shoot that you have done, that you posted on your social media page. I'm not talking about the list of the qualifications that you have on your social media profile. That is not what a personal brand is. In a simple language, a personal brand is the impression people make of you when they encounter you. That's all. So when I see you and we talk for 5 minutes on phone, what can I glean out of you? That is your personal brand. So it is the impression people make of you when they encounter you, whether in person, online, virtually, whatever. What will people say of you? That is your personal brand. And to win in the market, you have to be conscious and build a personal brand. Now, what does that look like? A number of things, 3 things to be specific. Number 1, education, mentorship, training. You got to be somebody who learns a lot. Listen, don't be somebody who is like, yeah, I'm a marketer, so all the things you are learning is about marketing. No. You need to know about emotional intelligence. You need to learn about communication. You need to learn to allow people to talk. When you are having conversation. You need to know when to say things and when not to say certain things. That is part of your personal brand. Because there are some people, when you're talking and having a discussion with them, they'll just keep talking. They can't even understand. They can't stop. They can't learn anything. When I see you like that, I'm like, no, I can't be around this person because this person is toxic. This person is authoritative. I may be wrong in describing you, but that is the impression I picked because you lack emotional intelligence. That is the first thing. So you need to learn. You need to get mentorship about how to become the best version of yourself. Don't just be like, yeah, I'm an accountant. Hey, accounting. I'm a marketer. Hey, marketing. I'm an IT genius. IT. No. When I come close to you, what am I taking out? You need to have knowledge on related sectors and industries about your job, about your career. You need to be somebody when people come into contact with you, they'll be like, uh-oh, wow, I thought you were this, but now the knowledge is more, the experience is more, the wisdom is more. That is what a brand is. Number 2, personal hygiene. Yeah, you didn't see that coming. I know. Personal hygiene. There are many people who have lost job interviews, promotions, life-changing career moment because of poor personal hygiene. So if you're going to build a brand, you want to be in the elite class of your group and you are building that personal brand, you have to take care of your personal hygiene. How do you dress? How do you appear? How do you smell? Your fingernails, your dental hygiene. All these are part of your personal brand. Don't just dress anyhow and go to work. Don't just use any perfume and be walking around. You got to smell good. You got to make sure your dress is properly ironed. You got to take care of fingernails. How can I trust you with my company, with my job, with my things, when you can't even take care of your fingernails? I know you will call me too judgmental, but that is my explanation of whether I can trust you or I can't trust you. Because if you are not careful to take care of your fingernails and they are dirty, full of dirt, so my brain is, do you eat with that? Hey, really? Nah, this person is not diligent. This person is not careful. This person is not somebody who I can be with. Personal hygiene, it's part of your brand. And 99.9% of the time, when I meet people in the first 5 seconds, I've concluded about their personal hygiene. Like, I've seen it. The way you smell, the way you dress, everything, your dental hygiene, everything, it's there. So please, to be the benchmark, to be an elite, to be part of the people, to be indispensable, please take care of your personal hygiene. Very important. Very important. Number 3, you learn to network. And again, this has been shared on already because that is part of your brand. Because the people who know you are going to talk more about you. You see, it is not about who you know, it's about who knows you. Where are people mentioning your name? The kind of room where your name is mentioned solidifies your brand. So if your name is mentioned in the boardroom, in the places of authority, your brand is being solidified. Again, if you check all of these things, it's like I have not spoken about social media. Although that is important, personal branding is not, because people have overhyped the concept of social media. You go to people's profile, the things they've written there, hey, I am an advocate of this. I am passionate about this. I am goody biddy da. Diggy. Then I check their page. You've never posted anything you said you are passionate about. You've never posted anything you said you are an advocate of. You've never posted anything. So, what is that? It's like you're just filling the bio of the profile. But if you want to be an elite in your industry, yes, have a good online presence. You can visit any of my social media platforms. You will love it. I can guarantee you, if you don't have anything to do, you will spend more than 5 minutes on any of my social media pages. It's not a profile. The contents that are there, the materials, the articles, the posts. By the time you spend 5 minutes on my page, you'll be like, uh-oh, I know what this guy is into. That is what I mean by branding. So yes, have a good online presence, but beyond that, have an emotional intelligence. Learn how to communicate. Personal hygiene. I cannot overemphasize that. Learn to network and get yourself into rooms, into places. Again, it's not like you are doing a hoshishe, but you got to do this intelligently, because some of you networking, oh, Nhyira, can you mentor me? Oh, Auntie Becky, can you mentor me? You don't. That's not how you get into places of authority. You need to find a need around the people and become a solution to them. Then you can draw their attention, because the request, they get them every time. But you got to learn to network, both on your level and people beyond you. That is the thing you must understand, having a good brand. So when I meet you, Benita, when I meet you, Annabelle, and spend 5 minutes with you, what will be my impression of you? And it's about what is coming out of your mouth: wisdom, knowledge, understanding, emotional intelligence, posture. It's about your personal hygiene. And then how you're able to network with people. The second thing is you must learn to go the extra mile. Listen to me. If you want to win, you must learn to go the extra mile. As I said, if a cat wants to become like a lion, he must let go of what? Everything. You must let go of that old habit. So greatness requires you going the extra mile. What do I mean by this? Number one, letting go of the 5 p.m. mindset. We live in a society where people can't wait. 4:30, they've started packing already. By 4:45, they have clicked shut down all the windows, and they have clicked on shut down, and the mouse cursor is on shut down. Because you see start or restart, shut down or sleep. The cursor is already on shut down, 4:45. 5 p.m. queen, shut down. Some people will even shut down 4:40. They are walking on the corridor of the office like they are lost. Listen to me. If you want to win, you want to achieve greatness, you have to get rid of that. I'm not saying sleep in the office, but you can't work like this. I will not promote you. No serious business will take you serious if you have the 5 p.m. mindset. And this is because of the second mindset, letting go of the small salary mindset. How much are they even paying me? This company, you work for it, son. How much are they even paying me? Dr. Mensa Otabel, my pastor, once said, if you get up every morning, you should be thankful to your employer. You should go on your knee and pray for your employer. Because without that business, the small salary that you said is small, you wouldn't even have gotten it. And that is why many people cannot break through. Because they're like, oh, how much salary are they even paying me? You go to the work the time you like. Queen, you leave the office. 5 p.m. Queen, you leave the office. You are doing your work haphazardly. You won't get the promotion. It won't come. Listen, life is spiritual. And there is a law of attraction. Whatever you are doing is a seed you are sowing, and it will sprout and come back and either be good or bad for you. So if you are thinking that, oh, I'm waiting, if they increase my salary, then I'll work more, the salary, they won't increase. Because even if they increase the salary, it won't be enough for you. Your salary will never be enough for you. But if you want to get that next promotion, you want to become the best, you want your name to be mentioned in the boardroom, then you have to learn to get rid of the 5 p.m. mindset. You have to learn to get rid of the small salary mindset. Because most of you are not giving your best at work because you think your salary is small. Imagine the company shut down. How will you feel? And this is something that I don't know, but Charlie, I don't know, but it hurts me. There was a time I was at a friend's company and we're at his office, and the whole office has CCTV cameras. And I was there. It was like a movie. Like 4:40, like people have already started, especially the ladies. They've started putting things in their bag. So I was looking at the CCTV. I said, what's happening? He said, oh, it's 5 p.m. I guess they are packing to leave. I said, don't we have a couple of things that we have to do? Yeah, Nhyira, I'm like, oh, really? Really? You can't survive in that environment. You will never achieve greatness without going the extra mile. So if you want to get there, get rid of the 5 p.m. mindset. Get rid of the small salary mindset. That is how you can become successful. And number 3, accept that your life depends on the success of the company. Listen to me. Your life depends on the success of the company. If the company goes down, you go down. Oh, I can get a new job. Do you know how hard it is to get a new job these days? Do you know that they are laying off people? Do you know that many companies are downsizing, and by the grace of God, you have a job and you are there, 5 p.m. How much salary are they even paying me? I'm going home. Keep on going home. Very soon, you will become dispensable. When the company is thinking about downsizing, your name will come first and they will sack you. And I've worked for this company all this while. Look at my life now. Look at my life now. What the heck did you do for the company when you were working for them? Listen to me. I need you to adopt the mindset of going the extra mile. Put in your best for the company. Yeah, they may not see it, but you are learning. They may not see it, but you are working hard. Where I am today, it's because of the extra mile that I had to go through. My previous place of work, I wasn't paid well. I'm seeing money, but I wasn't paid. I wasn't taken care of well. And it hurt me, but it gave me the platform to hone my skill, to perfect my act, to learn about how I have to do what I am doing today. So, yes, they may not be paying you well. Yes, it's 5 p.m., but can you do something more? Because you are adding value to yourself. Maybe the company doesn't value you, but you are adding more value to yourself. That will add to your CV for your next job. That will add to your CV for your own company later on when you start running your company. If you want to become great, you must learn to go the extra mile. Then, the third thing is identify problems and provide solutions. And this is linked with going the extra mile. In the company, you must identify problems and provide solutions. Funny enough, some people are problem creators in the company, not solution providers. So maybe you are just a receptionist, right? But you realize that this company you are working for, they are not really active on social media. But you are on social media. You know how TikTok works. You know how Facebook works. You know how Instagram works. Okay, speak with the company and say, hey, listen, we can really be on social media, create some content. I will use my phone. We'll shoot some of the product videos and we'll be posting it online gradually. We'll create some awareness and the company will start to grow. Wow. You are learning social media management, which is a skill paying over $10,000 a month today. You are learning social media management. So you are just a receptionist, but now you are managing the social media of your company. And pretty soon, the results will be coming in. Your social media is growing. Then management is going to call you. Oh, how did you do this? Okay, how did you do? Okay, you need a camera and let's buy a camera. Okay, we will increase your salary so that maybe you stop the receptionist. Let's get a different person doing the receptionist. You become a marketing executive, but you don't have any marketing degree. Yeah, but you are bringing sales to the company. That is what marketing is doing. You are posting videos, creating leads for the company, and they are getting customers. Now, you are doing marketing, getting more salary, not because you went for a new degree, but because you are just identifying problem and adding value. Guys, there are a lot of opportunities in your place of work today that you can make money from. There are always challenges in a company. Become the helper for the company. But you see, if you have the 5 p.m. mindset, you can't do this. If you have the small salary mindset, you can't do this because it's a sacrifice. Sometimes you identify the problem, suggest a solution, the solution will be successful, and nobody will even mention your name because your superior will take the glory. Then you sit there, you take it personal. Look at me, I was the one who said we should do this. No, don't take it personal. It's a learning ground for you. That is the secret. Know that everything you are doing for the company right now is a learning ground for yourself. Identify problems and provide solution. That is how you win. And pretty soon, in the boardroom, they will start mentioning your name. Uh-oh. Yeah. And in other rooms, they will start mentioning your name. By the way, this lady is very diligent. This gentleman, we didn't even know about this thing, but he's the one who brought the idea, and boy, it has helped our company. They will recommend you. Even if the company you are working for cannot pay you more, if there is an opportunity somewhere, they will let you get that opportunity. Why? Because you gave your heart to the company without holding back. How many of you are willing to give your heart to the company? Give your heart to the company without holding back. Then the last thing is you got to stay healthy. Listen to me. You can have a good career. You can be somebody who is going the extra mile. You can be somebody who is trying to work well, but you need to also stay healthy. This is very, very important. And this is part of your personal brand, really. Because there are some people whose career are not going on well because of ill health. So you need to stay healthy. What does that mean? Stress management. Climbing that pyramid and going to the top, you're going to be stressed out. If everybody is leaving work at 5, but you're going to leave at 6:30, meaning you're going to do extra work, meaning you're going to get home 1 hour late, meaning you may have to sleep less hours. Can you manage that stress? You need to learn about stress management. And there are various ways of learning and managing stress. Various ways. Reducing your commuting time. That is the time between where you work and where you live. Many people, I don't have data to support this, but imaginatively, about 80% of the workforce in Ghana, the source of their stress is not the job they are doing, it's commuting. Because somebody lives somewhere and they have to get up 4 a.m. to be able to get to work at 7 a.m. And they are spending 2.5 hours in traffic from home to work. And you do that after work to the house. I am not saying change your address. I am saying that is one way of stress management. Reduce the commuting time. Rent is expensive in town. I don't want to make any landlord rich. Continue. You've not factored the rent you are paying plus the TNT plus the stress you are going through. So instead of paying 450 cedis somewhere and pay or spend about 70, maybe 30 or 40 cedis every day on TNT plus the long hours, how about coming closer to your place of work where you are going to pay maybe 700 cedis in rent or 800 cedis in rent? That way you are commuting only 30 minutes or 20 minutes to work. How happy will your life be as compared to traveling for 2.5 hours, 3.5 hours because you think you don't want to make any landlord rich? Listen, it's a mindset that you have to get rid of if you want to reach the top, because stress is going to come after you and you got to find a way to manage it. So what are some of the things you are doing is to manage your stress? Some of you get up Saturday morning, that is where you are washing. I'm not saying don't wash Saturday morning, but Saturday is not for washing. You get up, you wash Saturday from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. Me neighbor, how about taking your things to the laundry? The ones that can go to the laundry, right? Then use that extra time to relax, study, start an online course, add value to yourself, or watch a beautiful movie with your wife, your children, your girlfriend, your boyfriend. Live life. Laundry is expensive. I don't have money to do that. But you want to reach the top. Oh, so you think you'll become the CEO of your company and you'll be washing your own things on Saturday? No. Again, I'm not saying start living a big life. It's a way of thinking. Or get a washing machine, sister. Get a washing machine. If you use it to wash things, it doesn't wash the things well. Hey, sister, you are broke. Who told you washing machine doesn't wash things well? You're just broke. And it's all in your head. It's all in your head. I remember the first time I took my things to laundry. I got to a point my mentor told me, Nhyira, you are doing things with your time that you don't have to be doing with your time. Because I needed to be higher. I needed to be writing books. I needed to be creating content. I needed to take my life to the next level. Here I am washing and ironing my things. So my mentor was like, what are you doing? I said, I don't have money. My money is not enough to go to the laundry. I said, really? So will you ever reach the top? I remember the first time I took my things to the laundry. I took like maybe 5 dresses because I didn't know how much they would charge. Then I went there and they did the thing. They mentioned the money. Then as I was removing the money in my pocket, I was giving the money to the lady. I was like, hey, this money, you could have done this thing with, hey, laundry. Uncle, you could wash. Hey, then I gave it out. Charlie, the whole day I wasn't myself. Why should I pay for laundry? I could have washed my things and iron. Why? Then, I think it was 3 or 4 days later, they called me that the items were ready. Then I went to pick the items. That following day, I took one shirt out and I wore it. Charlie, like the feeling was different. The swag was different. The clothes was properly pressed. Like it smelled good. Like, I don't know. It was like some spirit has taken over me. And I said, from today, I'm not washing again. That is all. So I take my things to the laundry. I have washing machine at home, but that is for washing my underwears. That is all. I don't have time to wash and iron. I will use that time to shoot a video that we will post, train people, write a book, write an article. It's a way of life. If you create the opportunity, you will be opened up and challenged to make more money, to advance your career and take your life to the next level. All that is in your ability to manage your stress if you want to win in your career. Yeah, I know I've hurt you a little bit, but don't take it personal, okay? Don't take it personal. I'm not saying don't wash again. Please wash your things. I'm only saying you can't get to the top washing like that. Number 2, under staying healthy is your mental health. This is very crucial. Your mental health. You need to have, and this is linked with stress. You need to have the right environment. You need to have the right state of mind, your mental health, very important. And the last thing here is fitness and diet. You need to be healthy. How many of you take a walk, go to the gym? You have to, because you need to stay healthy. You don't eat by heart. 10 p.m. you get home, this is the time you are eating banku and okra stew. Banku and tilapia. I don't want to mention certain other foods, but that is what you eat. You need to eat well. Because all this, a healthy body is a wealthy life. So learn to manage your stress. Learn to have a good mental health. Fitness. Go to the gym at least 3 times a week. Oh, it is expensive to go to the gym. How can you be wealthy thinking like that? Oh, but Nhyira is the truth. My salary, how much is my salary? Okay, don't go to the gym. Take a walk. That one too. Take a walk. That one too. Diet, eat well. Okay? Eat well. It's not about the volume. It's not about the quantity. The quality of what you are eating. Watch your diet. Know what you are drinking. Know what you are putting into yourself. That is how you stay healthy. Because it is only when you are healthy, then you can go the extra mile. Then certainly you can become the benchmark in the marketplace. Then you can have a successful career. This is how you win in the job market. Thank you.
Wow, 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 wow. What a thought-provoking session. Thank you so much, Nhyira. You did
Right.
amazing. Really did justice to the presentation. Thank you so much. We've learned a lot. In fact, I'm sure a lot of things are going in our heads. I took down a lot of notes. In fact,
Right.
I love the way you broke everything down and then ended with us staying healthy, because it's very important. What is the use of us winning in our careers when we are unhealthy? And then how do you even win in your career when you are always falling sick? Nobody will promote you
That's
because
true.
every day you are calling in sick. So
Right.
it's very, very important. Thank you. God richly bless you. And we are allowed 10 minutes for questions, but because we are running behind time, if I
Right.
can have just 2 questions so that we can move from this session to the next. If you have a question, kindly drop it in the chat. We are doing this in 2 minutes. Otherwise, I will say that follow Nhyira Premium on all her social media platform and try to reach out to him. Connect with him on LinkedIn. Connect with him on Facebook. Connect with him, and I'm sure if you still have questions you need answers to, you can always reach out to him and he will answer them.
Definitely.
Okay, I don't see any questions at the moment. Everybody says excellent. I'm sure everybody is loving you. Somebody says it's my best session so far.
Thank you. So I'll be making the slides available for the VIPs. So I'll send that to you so that you
Fantastic,
can make it available
fantastic.
to the VIPs.
Great, great. We will love that. Thank you so
All
much.
right. All right.
Okay, so we will move right into our next session. We are a bit behind time, so I'll plead with my next speakers, please. Bear with us. Let me pick up my. Okay. I'm trying to pull out the bio for our next speaker. Just a second. Okay.